gentlemen, I go by the name of Caution, Mr. 700. We're gonna start talking till the light is red. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Welcome to Thugs Mansion for another episode of AllOva Radio. I'm here with my brother Ayo Clark.
Hey yo.
Here with my brother OB.
Goddamn me.
And we got a special guest in the building, my brother Weston 7,000. What's the deal, my guy?
7,000.
We forgot, bro.
Yeah.
One drunken night in Frisco.
One wild night we'll get to 12.
At fucking at the Roger Staubach building. I've never been in there before. My boy had us in there. How's everything going, fam?
It's fucking fireballs. Is that
what was it? Was it fireballs?
I think so.
And they're drunk as hell.
You know, I was gonna bring that up in the first place. It's like, bro, it might be time to take that video down.
Well, you fade, you bring it out of there.
Bro, we were drinking, getting violating all kind of community standards. So
I got all sorts of strikes on my YouTube channel for that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, but for those who don't know, man, I do a lot of work extensively with my guy Weston, man. Weston is not only a podcast client of mine, as I consider him somebody I'm pretty close to as far as the business goes. But he's also a good reference fucking point, bro. Like, most people don't put you on a business. Everybody I've connected with through Weston has like equaled business. You see what I'm saying? And so in that instance, you got to take people serious, man. So shout out to you for that.
I appreciate
for not
you,
only following through, but actually bringing other people along to help further the cause is a big fucking deal.
Right.
Because being independent in this industry is so fucking hard to do as it is. So anybody you get consistently, I really appreciate it, man. So how's it going, bro?
Yeah, man. Well, thank you. And I honestly, same goes back to you. I mean, I really appreciate you because when we first started doing this podcast, it was out at Mark's studio.
Shout out to Mark, man.
Shout out to Mark.
Podcast
and,
suites.
Yeah,
man.
just like the timing where he left the studio and did his own thing, and you hooked it up and did a really good job. So like, I don't know, I had a really hard time finding good people to do the podcast.
That's what I heard though. Like a lot of his clients, when he shut down, they had a hard time finding somewhere they can go to get that same. Yeah. Not even like the same level of quality, but just like consistency. Like somewhere I can go and film or record and not have to worry about the extra shit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, especially for somebody starting out, right? Like. Like I was starting out and I'm like, okay, I'm going from Zoom videos to I need a studio, but I'm not trying to go spend $500 on the studio. I don't have that kind of money. So.
No, and that's the thing, bro. People will charge you these industry rates and give you just basic quality and doesn't really give you any insight. It's like, hey, what if I wanted to do this myself? What if I wanted to have somebody else come in and film? And I think that was the biggest thing for Mark with us is like he kind of allowed us to do what we needed to do.
Right.
And he never was like, oh no, you can only use my camera. You can only, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that kind of showed me like, shit, you can have the same setup and still you kind of be marketable. And so it all works out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just had so much knowledge too.
He did, bro.
He was, I don't know how he was with everybody else though, but he was real hands-on pause with us too. So like hands-on, but at a distance though, if it makes sense.
Right.
So,
kind of leads your way. But my man did our podcast intro for us for the sports show. You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
Just kind of same thing I said about you. He was real good at like bringing people along. Like, hey, I got these people that want to get some work in. Yeah. You know, look out for them type shit. So if you can, bro, tell people about your podcast and kind of what it's based on and, you know, what you talk about. And
loaded question. I think it's changed so much. When I first started it was to give advice to real estate agents. And I really just like wasn't that passionate about that. Turnover rate in real estate's really high, so you try to help people as much as you can. What's the saying? You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. So, and it was during the time of like COVID happening and everything, and I was like, this is interesting. So I would live stream just talking shit about COVID and like just calling out the bullshit in the media, and you know, it just kind of like snowballed into like, let me just see whoever I can have on and let's just shotgun shit at the wall and see like what's going to work, what's going to get the views. And then like the more data I have on that, then the more I can kind of hone in on like
what you going to chop it up about.
Yeah, exactly. and it just kind of is like, I like it that way rather than coming in with topics because you can just genuinely talk about what you like talking about. And then it's like, okay, how do I meet the audience and add that value to them? And we grow together. So that's, you know, I think a lot of my channel really is just like, it's just watching me grow throughout the past 6-7 years I've been in real estate and in the podcast, and just that's what I'm trying to do, man. And
I think the cool part about what you do, bro, is like a lot of people I see in that space, and we've talked about this before, it's usually like older men and like they sit and have these boring sit downs about countless things that may have mattered. They do matter. I don't want to say like they talk about shit that doesn't matter, but they don't know how to bring it to where it appeals.
Yeah,
and it's kind of hard to relate. Yeah, it's hard to relate to them.
Well,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
because it's all transactional to them. And they look at, I'm going to do a podcast so I can get business, and I look at it like, how do I like, it's an art form to me. Like, how do I make the best like visuals and the best clips and the best B-rolls? Even down to like the captions.
That is something that we've done that I'd say that probably with no other podcast except for maybe ours.
Right.
It's like we've tried his shit so many places. Like, you know, even the place in Colleyville where they just had the big ass room and like 6 HD cameras. Like sometimes I wouldn't even take my own camera out the bag. Like that's how wild it was. But like we shot at so many different places. We shot at somebody's swimming pool in their backyard one day.
Island Park.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've been all around, bro. Like
hand-rolled cigarettes.
So we've kind of tested it out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's dope because you allow people to see you in different, you know what I'm saying? It's like we outside. We did the shit in Sean's backyard that time. It looked like wilderness and like just different shit like that keeps people's interest going. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck they at?
Bro, I'm telling you, like we've circled the wagon, bro. We about to do some other crazy shit too.
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, facts. And listen, if I did everything that Weston offered me to do, like I'd have so much more content. Like bro has tried to put me on to so much shit that I'd be like, bro, I am at home, like trying to catch up on the other shit. You know what I'm saying?
So we have 2 really big ones coming up.
Right.
2 country artists. One is Kyle Park. I'm going out there the 21st. He's coming out there with me. We're going to interview him. He's like one of the biggest Texas country guys out there.
I heard him.
The second one is I'm so fucking excited about is Ben Burgess. So he wrote Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen, wrote for Jonas Brothers. He wrote that song Dreams by Lil Wayne. He wrote that.
That's
and put his own music out, has stuff with Diplo, and it's been like 2 years trying to get him on.
Crazy.
So those are coming up. Very excited about
That's
that.
dope. That's super
that's
dope.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just had.
That's damn sure get you some numbers.
I had DJ Effin on from Drink Champs.
Bro's had DJ Effin on twice.
Oh, twice? Yeah. That's hard. Yeah. I remember that. I told you about the first time.
We had Matt Klotz from Big Brother just came on. That one went fucking crazy.
That one did go crazy.
That one went crazy.
That's crazy.
And then
big shit.
Yeah.
Listen,
And
he
then,
came in kind of modest, didn't he? Like, I got a little podcast.
When you said I'm thinking, okay, shit, that's cool. Let's go.
I got this little podcast out there.
You got some motherfuckers on your shit.
Yeah, man. And but just, I mean, it gets easier though. Like when you, the first big one I had was Effin.
Yeah.
And I just reached out as a fan. I tried so many people that I was just like disingenuine. Like, you're big, come on. You're big, come on.
Right,
and then Effin, I was always watching Drink Champs. And then I was like, I DM'd him like, bro, I'm such a big fan. Like, it'd be really cool to have a podcast. It was just a genuine message. And he's like, let's do it. And I was like, the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Bro said, let's do it.
He said, let's do it. And then
So he was here in Texas.
no, we did a Zoom.
Oh, shit, still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then
He looking out too.
yeah. No, he'll give back, man. He's a good dude. He's one of the nicest guys. Like, and he's just here to serve.
I feel like he probably know the hustle. He know the grind.
Oh yeah,
He trying to like
on multiple different facets as well. With him being involved with music and shit, you know, it's hard to get your feet in anywhere. So you know, as long as the approach is right, and depending on what your podcast is about, I'm sure. You know.
Well, that's kind of the key to getting those bigger guests on is once you get one, when you get the next person, it's like, this is my resume. I just had this person on. Like come fuck with me. Like, I'm keep coming. And you just got to keep that going. And the longer you go, it gets easier because people are like, oh shit,
he came.
Yeah,
he came.
Yeah, but you know, that's how feeble-minded people are. They won't fuck with you till they see somebody else fuck with you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how people work anyway.
That's why Effin is like, I just have so much respect for him, is because like when everyone was just, I started my channel, everybody's making fun of me, it was shitty, and I agree, like it was like it needed a lot of work to it, but he went out of his way to like show love and like,
I help you.
Yeah, and I don't know that I would still like have the confidence to do it if he didn't give that to me when I first started. So
once you get that big person like that, or somebody like that, they give you a lot of confidence. I bet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it just kind of validates like, okay, like I'm in the right direction.
I can do this shit.
Yeah,
going after the next person was like, oh yeah, I got that, but I'm gonna get you. That's dope.
Do you think that there is a need though to push for big guests on podcasts to kind of get where you want to go, or can like the organic route work for those who just want to try it on their own?
I think it depends on what you want to do. I don't necessarily want to go the organic route, because that would mean I would have to really hone in on helping other real estate agents sell real estate, which like leads to like I'm creating a more competitive environment by just sharing everything I know just to get it big. I like money more than views. So,
big facts. That's the stick. Clip it. He's speaking my language. You know what I'm saying?
But it just depends, man. Like I've got my thing. Like like, this to me is like the side deal. So my main thing can pay for this, and I can be patient and just wait for people to come on and just do that. And then also too, I had deals because people were like, oh, I looked you up, you had effing on. Like literally I had deals, like they sent me deals because of that. And like, and it kind of does this deal, like I think it just sets me apart from other agents because I'm just like not out of touch with what people are doing.
That matters though. That matters a lot.
Drink Champs is a big podcast. Is that considered a podcast?
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, yeah, because they have the audio version. I say anything that has an audio version is podcast.
Okay. Like that.
But I feel like the traditional sense of podcasting is kind of went a certain way too, though. For those who just do the audio only, that's a very niche market.
Not interested.
It is very niche, bro. You got to have something like, like I do the crime bras where they come in and talk about like true crime that's happened, unsolved murder mysteries and shit. Yeah. And they do pretty well. Like they've done the Nancy Grace shit and all that. But you got to have something that's like specifically like I can sit and fucking listen to it.
Right.
I'm just more interested in the visual part of it. I think that like takes an audio podcast and times 100 to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it does.
Because it'll be people at work. Well, at my last job, they would always be like, I'm just sitting here listening to a podcast as they're just typing away on the fucking computer. And it's like, I have to see the visual. Like I'm more interested.
I used to do like when I first started like the Joe Budden podcast and shit, I would listen to it. But then after a while, I noticed that I wasn't really listening to it. I would be like driving and it'd be connected to my car, but the video would still be playing. So I wouldn't like go to Spotify and listen, but I'd be listening while I'm driving while it's playing. So that'd be the main thing. I just think it's easier to see somebody and like, detect the emotion and like, expression and shit like that makes a difference when you say something. You know what I'm saying? Or I can say something right now and you can make a face at it and it pop up on camera and they be like, oh, he wasn't feeling what he said right there. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of variables help.
And you can't clip it up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, that's I don't know how you grow in podcasts without clips.
I have no clue. I have no clue. We had a little bit of success when we first started AllOva Radio and we were posting the audio versions, but we had somebody that was working it and I don't know what he was doing.
When was that?
This was very, very early. This was like what year? 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really, I think once which that was about the time where it started the reels.
Shifted.
Yeah, because that was when everyone's like, okay, we can't like ignore what TikTok's doing. We have to adapt. And everyone did their short reels.
Yeah, that shit took over, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for those who do podcasts as well, to like the long form of the videos really don't, unless somebody's really, really interested in your pod, the long form is just to have there for historical purposes. Yep. I'm going to clip that bitch up 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying?
I used to think that, but I'm starting to disagree. So what I'm doing now is when you upload the shorts, it has a spot where you can put related videos.
I do use that.
And so you just blast the shorts, and all my shorts are doing like 500 to 1,000. And then now I just do the related video as the main podcast. And now like
they click on that, it takes them right to that video that is that is a dope.
The whole video.
So if you
if you want to see more, this is it, and it's just
click the link. So
like before you couldn't really do that.
Yeah, that is a dope feature.
Mine don't stay so. Them shorts, you gotta do the shorts now.
I always say motherfuckers got attention span 30 to 45 seconds, if that. Right. But you gotta catch them within them first 3 seconds.
Yeah, and the visual aspect of it gets them. I used to think that you can just put shit up and people go to it, but you gotta make it look a certain way. It has to come on a certain way. It has to transition a certain way. You gotta have the captions. So just if I'm at work and I can't hear it, at least I can read what y'all are saying. You know what I'm saying? So
gotta make an eye catching.
It's a science to it. I learned a lot of that shit from Weston though. Weston was clipping shit up before I even, you know what I'm saying? I used to take the long form and maybe cut 3 minutes out of it and post that 3 minute, and it was like, nah, bro, it could be 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, damn, shout out to Opus Clip. You know what I'm saying? Clipping that shit.
Even when people like, I had a comment the other day, it was like, you can post videos longer than 10 seconds. I'm like, that's what fucking YouTube's for.
Right.
Bro, like I'm trying to get you to go watch the fucking YouTube video.
You missed the point. Go ahead and click that link that I put up there.
There's a link at the bottom.
You be sitting on TikTok and it be, like you said, 30 seconds or 40 seconds. You watching, then that's enough. Then you go to the main YouTube. Everybody go there. You watch the whole thing.
Interestingly enough, the 2 to 5 minute reels on TikTok have been doing really well.
That's all I do now. I mean, as far as on TikTok, I just put they usually like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
they said 3 minutes max.
That seems to be like a good.
I keep it there. And then for Instagram, the minute and 30 seconds, like I'll still post the post for the because you get longer if you do a post as a verse to a reel. But if it's like something short enough, I'm going for the reels, bro. People, And that's even on Facebook. As dry as Facebook be, like I get a lot of plays on reels and shit from there too. So I just post everywhere. Like you get one clip, I post that same clip 4 or 5 different places. Yeah. And then I just judge which clip does best on which one. And then I know, okay, on TikTok they want me to talk about politics or relationship shit.
Because everybody different.
Yeah, every audience is different. Yeah.
Like from Facebook to Instagram to
my only thing with TikTok is, and my approach with that is, I wanted it to be different than my regular, like my other social medias, because it's the same motherfuckers on my Instagram and my Facebook. I feel like Instagram is a little bit more broad because of the music and shit like that I do and going places and shit like that. Yeah. But TikTok, I wanted it to be different. I don't associate it with any of them. Like it stands alone by itself. So if you didn't know I had it, you wouldn't even know type shit. So I think that's important though, to segregate your fucking social medias and post different content to see what works.
Is Snapchat dead?
I never had one. I never had a Snapchat.
Look, I got one, bro. I literally post on there and I don't go back to that motherfucker.
Right. I've always known for Snapchat to be on some reckless shit.
I try not to shit where I eat.
Exactly. There's always some extra shit going on Snapchat. So every time.
That's what I heard though.
That's all I've ever known.
I don't never see shit. I guess because I don't really be on there. Like I said, if I do post a picture or something,
I see like my buddy Matt who came on the podcast. He does the Snapchat and he does well with it because I don't know if he gets paid, but he has like the subscription. He has like hundreds of thousands of followers, whatever. So yeah. But most of the people I think that do well on those are like the influencers that cross over and they just do. It's like their Instagram story.
Okay.
Gotcha. You know, makes sense. I mean,
I don't know anyone that's having crazy success is like at our level that's doing it through Snapchat. I tried it a lot.
Nobody even tell like you know, as many people you see and come through here and it's like, you know, tell people where they can follow you or find your shit at. Nobody ever says Snapchat.
Nobody ever.
They never do. Even if they have it, they never bring it up. That's why I just kind of thought
celebrities.
I'll be honest, bro. I'm getting on Snapchat to do my thing, not to watch podcasts. So.
Bro, say I'm perusing, okay? I'm not out here fucking
buying on here to watch podcasts.
I feel like I'm maxed out. You know what I'm saying? The only way I change it is if they ban TikTok, and I got to get something similar to that whenever they finally ban it.
I thought they was banning getting rid of TikTok.
Well, when they do, they say they're gonna phase it out, so it's not just gonna disappear. Like eventually, the shit that's on there is just gonna be on there, so it won't be any new content, and then it will eventually just phase out. You'll stop being able to do certain things on there, and then it'll just it'll be MySpace.
Why they trying to take it off altogether?
Because of the Chinamen.
What do y'all think of that?
Listen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Like, at first I was just kind of like, it's dumb to ban something like that. But then I was like, well, if there is any infiltration going on, or there is anybody that has any influence or using it for a reason like that, that is the one social media site that you could do it on.
Well, what's interesting, I forget the exact quote, so I'm going to paraphrase it, but in Sun Tzu's Art of War, which is like out of China, right. I'm probably going to get repped. I'm probably wrong on that, but like sounds pretty accurate. One of the rules in the Art of War is like, first rule is like enter the enemy's mind. So if you have every like you realize like on the agreements, you're giving access to all your apps, everything. Yeah. And it's like, okay, if they're really trying to fuck us up, like they know what we're gonna do.
Yeah. They're fucking smart. So they, you know, AI is so much shit going on that you can't trust anything now, bro.
Shit on these.
Bro, we was talking about bunk beds earlier, just randomly at my house earlier.
All of a sudden shit pops up.
And I hop on and edit videos on my computer, and the first thing I see on my Facebook is a fucking bunk bed. I was like, turn off every fucking mic in this bitch.
Going off the grid.
I don't know. Do y'all think that is true? Because I know that one time they were talking about how if you go to like China and you put up TikTok, bro, they actually learning shit. It's actually like different from TikTok here.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
like TikTok over there, like they learning like the kids over there learning
everything
shit.
there is regulated, so you can't do shit over there.
It's almost like they popping their ass, they dancing, they doing
listen,
I'm not mad at
social media.
Social media is wild as fuck.
I'm gonna keep you dumbed down.
If I open my Instagram right now, bro, I tell my kids, get the fuck away from my phone, because I can't control what pops up when I open these apps.
I don't open my shit in public.
As soon as I open my Instagram, it's ad. And so me and Smalls had a conversation the other day, right? And Smalls was like, check your what do they call it? Your popular page or whatever when you first go and see all the shit on there, right? He was like, if it's twerking on there or anything like that, you got to change your focus. So he opened his shit, he look at shit, it ain't nothing in there. He's smooth, like I can tell he's like. And so as soon as I open my shit, I'm like, oh my god!
I put my shit right back in my pocket, my man.
I was like, yeah, bro, I ain't got much on there either. Like,
bro, you see ass on that For You page, you do not click. That's rule one. The it's fucked because
the floodgates.
When you download Instagram, every dude that's what they like started with. It was like a test. It's like, bro, do not click that shit.
Hey, I'm a man, goddamn.
Oh, that shit.
That should be from every country, every nationality. I don't know. Discriminate on.
What's new now? Twitter. What is it called now?
X.
Oh no, X is listen.
I ain't gonna lie.
Worst.
I only go to Twitter for one motherfucking thing. I don't know that bitch for
my wife didn't even know that Twitter was popular like that, right? So other night we were watching some shit and I was like, oh, you didn't know this is what they doing here. She was like, no, I can't. She was like, are they just showing ass? I was like, no, look at this. And she see it, she was like, oh my God. She was so taken aback by it. Man. I was like, nah, it's popping over here. Fuck off, you talking about?
I know what I
pay for
porn.
porn.
It's a late night. They know I can't ain't nobody around.
Talk about short form version. Boy, they gonna give you 30 seconds of greatness, and this is gonna be live and indirect.
Live and indirect. They gonna give you a full face in your motherfucking
30 seconds of greatness. They gonna take the best scene out of whatever movie you've ever seen, or they probably making it live.
Say Elon say I got him fucked up. Elon say I bought this shit just like talk about shit.
Please.
I bought this shit.
I'd have done the same thing.
That's some billionaire shit. I would have bought this motherfucker just so I can talk
crazy
to motherfuckers.
As much as like we started using Twitter a long time ago.
Yeah.
Probably
it's really dead on the cool.
And I tell people like, listen, I'm a married man now, so I don't do any social media for like anything other than what I do it for.
Yeah.
But back in the day before I was married, that other guy, listen, Twitter was my. I don't give a fuck about no other website. I ain't never had luck with Facebook, Instagram, never used Snapchat, TikTok, never used it for that. Twitter, my guy, bro. There was an era in Twitter where I was making it happen. Just
really,
yes, Twitter, bro. Let me tell you. Twitter, like, to the point where like we get on Twitter, like me and Clark was roommates, so we get on Twitter and just be like, we ain't on shit. So like pull up, and you just start seeing people hit you up like, doop, doop, doop.
What was a little bird sound?
Little bird. When I got a Twitter, bro, I literally wasn't like on there for nothing. Like only time I got on Twitter is because for shoes.
Yeah,
and they used to put the links on there, and I used to hear them. Oh, okay, I can get on Twitter.
It was a certain time where like that's how you found out what people were doing.
We was there working with wheels.
Facts.
Spinning a block back on
I had a tweet go viral in high school. One of my buddies, he was playing World of Warcraft, and I was making fun of him. And I was like, I just tweeted like, "You're a fucking nerd if you play World of Warcraft" or something like that.
Yeah.
And dude, I had like every person that ever played World of Warcraft. Like, it was like, "Fuck you, die." It's like we're coming for you.
Got us fucked up.
I was in like 10th grade, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That was on your ass. What's saying?
Nah, that'll definitely do it.
But people do be on there.
No, they do. Celebrities use Twitter though, like in every medium. Like sports celebrities, athletes use it. You know, if they got a bad game, they'll hop on X and tweet some shit.
Fuck out of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll talk about it on Sports Center.
Like what?
You know what culture uses the fuck? You know what other culture uses Twitter a lot? Politicians use Twitter a lot still. Fucking battle rap uses Twitter as their main form of communication still, bro. Like still to this day.
Twitter? That's
yes, bro. They still be on there tweeting shit right now to this day. I don't have the time to go through the timeline and go back all day with every fucking thought you had. You tweeting 2 and 3 times every minute. I'm gonna miss some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really
pull his phone out, nigga.
That's the old man part of me though, because with Facebook, at least it's gonna recycle some old shit. So if you post some shit today, I'll see it in 3 days. It's cool.
Right.
It'll come back around to me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna show it to me like it's new. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
Cool outfit, bro.
My algorithm only showing one thing, and ain't showing shit else. And ain't showing shoes either.
But you got motivational videos.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, it's the motivation.
Yeah.
A lot of clapping.
Yeah, it's definitely some motivation.
Round of applause, my nigga, all around.
All right, so just this ain't one of them shows where we got a lot of serious topics, but I do want to ask, like, what's some of the things that y'all are looking forward to? Since we are in a new year now, like, I'll start with you, Weston. Like, what's some of the, whether it be goals or just things that you're looking to get done this year that? Yeah,
I've got really big goals in real estate and podcasting and everything. But honestly, like the most excited I am right now is I've cut back a lot. I don't want to say I stopped drinking, but I cut back dramatically. And it's been like a slow process, but I've got really into like Muay Thai and boxing, kickboxing. I'm gonna do like jujitsu, shit like that. So that's just super fun. Like I don't know, man. Like I work really hard and I just never had a hobby. And for a long time, my outlet was just going out and party. Like I didn't know what to do, and
right.
it's just like, it's fun. I'm just doing a lot of that. I've been doing some yoga. So
nice.
yeah.
Listen,
I fuck with that.
He telling you,
That's dope, yeah.
he telling you at one of these showings he'll kick your ass if you get out of line. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Raise your voice
If I show
one
up to
time.
show you this
Yeah.
house, don't show up on no bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time out at the gun range in
Nice,
Louisville.
nice. So you listen, he is telling you what's up.
Yeah, he's telling you what's good.
So
He's not the
Bro,
one. He's not the one.
Bro said you either getting this good interest rate or you gonna get your
Yeah.
ass. Clark, what about you, bro?
Shit, I've been saying this shit. Last 2024, last couple months, 2025, we going live. Like I'm trying to pick up everything. So, like I said, I'm trying to get this Twitch jumping just to give us another avenue. I got a couple interviews I'm trying to work on as we speak. Get this kickback back and jumping. Like I say, trying to keep this shit more consistent.
Facts.
Trying to keep the floodgates open. As I see every time we post something, motherfuckers fuck with it. So
Yeah.
trying to just stay in your face.
Build upon that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just keep it going.
What about you, OB?
Shit, I just want to just really on some real shit, just mental. Just get my mental back right. You know what I'm saying? Just get everything, just in my life back on, be more happy and peaceful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Better, more money. With everything, with this, I was sitting back there. I was like, just 225. I just had a dream. It's like this shit gonna be live, bro. Like I see it. Like even with the shit that's coming in April for us. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
more
that's gonna be
traveling. I
different,
want to do more traveling, bro. I want to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the military, bro. If I went to the military, to people, I tell people this, bro. I'm born and raised in Texas, bro. I ain't never been to Houston.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Bro, but I was in the Navy. I ain't been around the world.
Oh wow.
But I born
Never
and
been
raised in
to
Texas.
Houston.
I never been. Bro, before I left, I had never been to Dallas. Wow. I'm born and raised
crazy.
I had never been to Dallas. So before I came back home, of course, I didn't been to Dallas.
Right,
now.
right,
right.
But
Yeah,
now I want to do more traveling. I want to make money. I want to just want to be, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Enjoy
a fact.
life. I want to enjoy life. Just even with y'all, just with the podcast, everything.
Yeah.
Get to where it's at.
Get this
Yeah,
shit jumping,
man.
nigga.
And I see it, bro. Honestly, I see it. I was sitting back. I was like, bro, this shit really can.
Yeah, and that was going to be my point, bro. I think all these years of doing this shit, and I know a lot of times at the start of a year, you hear people talk about this shit gonna be different. We're gonna do this, but I think a culmination of like work being put in, and I think with things like this, bro, people have to see consistency. And what I learned is like to not get involved because we deal with so many people. And so if I deal with somebody and I'm close peers with somebody that works in the same field and I see them do shit and they get a certain level of acclaim or shit goes their way, you'll get frustrated if you don't see that same thing, right?
Yeah.
I think the difference now is that people have seen us do this consistency so long that now they expect it from us. And so like when people reach out to me now, the conversations are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to notice that. So I think the main thing is like pushing the brand further than like it's ever been pushed before. And I think there's a way to do it. Primarily is just me getting off my ass and doing the things that I know I need to do. So it's
Period.
like, you know what I mean?
On
Like,
everything. That's
and
like
in the past, I've had sometimes where you may get frustrated or like the effort may be a little bit more than it normally is, and that'll kind of sidetrack me. But now it's like, nah, bro, like you gotta lock in, finish this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's only you, and excuses getting people nowhere. So my thing is like getting shit done and like following through.
Because
like,
the response is every time we put something out to me, I know you know because we got the same pretty much account. It's like you see the response and everybody fucks with it. It's like it's not a negative thing. Somebody might have some wild shit to say in the comments or something like that, but they still fucking with it. So it's just that's what gets me going. It's like we got to keep going. And
I
give
didn't even
people
do like
more
a
what
rap,
that
like an
shit
end of
is.
year like everything we did in 2024. I didn't even do one of those this year. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like it's only like I can do this. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so I think that's the other thing is like letting go of things in the past, like not holding. I want to stop holding on to the trophies that I won 10 years ago.
Right.
Because it doesn't mean anything now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like them little league trophies don't mean shit, bro. We trying to get somewhere else. And so whatever I can do to make that shit happen, whether it be from this shit, whether it be from music, whether it be us promoting or doing shows in other cities, like all that shit has to mean something instead of us just doing it to be doing it.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
enjoy motherfuckers ask me, they were like, hey, where can I watch the show at? Where can I watch the thing at? Bro, just today, like even just not too long before I got in here, I sent somebody a link to the last show. I was like, hey, go to the show right here, but go follow, and you know what I'm saying? Just like, and I had one person through my DM, I just a random ass comment. We just been chopping it up, going back and forth. She didn't even watch the whole damn all over from my Mary and Me shows to your shit. She was like, shit, and she going back. I show you this in the comments. She going asking me questions about, I want to. What about hip hop and all that shit? Because we just been talking about some hip hop shit.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Just for them people, this random ass people that I don't even know, this all in DC talking about it, and I'm like, I already know. And then you then she, I put my homeboys on. I put my girlfriend on.
that'd be the thing, bro. Word of mouth is
like,
probably the biggest. Word of mouth, and then people who don't like you.
Yes.
Those are the two that moves your shit the most. Because the shit that we have that moves online, people hate OB online. Like OB say some shit and we post. Listen, OB say some shit and we post it and they go crazy and then I be in the comments defending them like, no.
I don't give
He's a
fuck.
good guy.
Listen, I'm like Weston. Bitch, don't play with me.
Right.
I'm with it.
But you gotta welcome that shit though because
Right,
it
though.
helps move the fucking like I've
It's
learned
gotta
that
be
shit.
a bad guy though.
Man,
It's gotta be a bad guy.
That
on that
was-
topic, really good book I'm reading right now is it's called The Courage to Be Disliked, and it talks about a lot of that. I won't like
Right.
get into the book, but like you should.
They
It's
don't
so
like
good.
me, bro, because of my politic views. They don't like my politic views, bro.
I was ready to get into that.
That's why they don't like me, bro.
Let's go.
I be like, fuck everybody.
What are the views?
Fuck Republicans, fuck Democrats.
Oh shit!
Fuck everybody.
Fuck everybody. You don't care about everybody.
I
It's not just one. It's everybody. The whole shebang.
They all full of shit.
Okay, I'm with you. I tend to agree.
I feel like they all full of shit. They all pretty much want everybody to be beefing so they can all get rich. I don't like fucking like big brands and all that shit. Like Elon Musk, I don't give a fuck what happened to him because billionaires, all they do is keep everybody else to get their
He
money.
got a clone anyway, so if something happens to him.
Whatever
he's
you
still
got,
alive
but you feel what I'm
somewhere.
saying?
I'm sure he figured that out.
I feel like
It's
they
two
all
of
full
him.
of shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
two of him.
Like even with the government, I feel like the government, whoever the fucking office, I don't give a fuck who was Obama, fuck him too. I think they all.
You know what I'm saying?
fucking investigated after this podcast.
I think they all full of shit. They don't.
You see what I'm saying?
I think when it comes to a real government is for the people.
I agree.
And I think people need to understand that. And I think when I look at Democrats and Republicans, I look at them like Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Bang, bitch.
They just banging. I see it all the time. You know, no,
Bang.
to you, but you see white people and Democrats and be like, fuck the liberals and fuck this. I'm like, what? I'm like,
I'm a little guilty of that
they be
sometimes.
saying
Yeah.
for real. I'm like, bro, it ain't that. I'm like, bro,
No, listen,
it ain't that
Weston
serious.
is definitely a person who's had his share of criticism based on his political views.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I lean towards Republican, but I wouldn't
Right.
like say like I'm not gonna die for a party. Like right now, it's like
You know who's ready to die for this shit.
Yeah.
like right now, it's like we needed a Republican in there because they were fucking shit up like really badly.
Right.
And I see it just in the housing market, man. Like we had up to the election, there was no activity really going on. Like I was just kind of hustling what you could get and this and that. Election ended and it's like, okay, Trump won. It's people like positive, you don't understand it. And then it was like, okay, but that was Thanksgiving. So right after that, it's just up because people are confident in the market and the stock market.
Yeah.
Stocks go up, Bitcoin's up.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
like, I'm with you. Fuck all them, but like protect the money.
If the money is protected,
Protect the
But
fucking
see,
money.
like my homeboy, he voted for Trump, and first thing he said, he was like, "Shit, I need some money. I need my money."
that's what it's about.
And that's
Like,
what I
all
get.
about.
Shit, that's what I'm all about. Be some more bread, so we don't give a damn who in there. As long as the people, we all can eat, not just one individual, one people.
I think the other thing about Trump too is that he like aside from any other politician, like why I like him is because he is more he's anti-establishment. He's
Right.
more his
definitely anti-establishment.
Right.
his core audience and fans or supporters it's more fractionalized rather than these other politicians that never did a business. They have no business having the money they have, and they're getting funded by these companies that set the ESG scores and set these agendas that have people chopping their dicks off. So like I fuck with Trump for that reason, and like you know, and if there's another Republican in there, like I'd be pretty indifferent. It's like we need him. Like let's because I don't know how y'all feel about Kamala or Joe or anything.
Fuck her too.
Yeah.
I don't like I'm saying, bro. Like you probably.
I think she was in over her head, and we talked about that before.
Well, she just had no opinions, and
Right.
you don't know what she stood for, and then
No.
she's so contradicting, and she's saying that like she's gonna help out like communities after she's putting them in jail. It's like the fuck.
And then you pander to it. It's like we talked about. Like you throw these celebrities out. You throw Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion twerking. It's like, oh yeah, that's gonna work.
Twerk me to the poll house. Why don't you get the fuck out of here? I never understood that
I
shit.
haven't voted in years, bro.
Yeah.
Last time I voted was for Obama. That was and it was his first round.
Yeah.
When
He
when
said,
got
"Fuck him." The second round.
I did. The second round, I'm not voting.
He said, "I don't give a fuck
haven't
about this
voted
shit."
since then. That was the first round. That was because my mama was like, "You better go out there and go vote." And after that, I was like, "Mama, I ain't voting for none of these motherfuckers."
And I think you also have to. I think a lot of times in politics, people are scared to listen to other people's thoughts and opinions on things because they're so close-minded because of what they've been taught that you don't understand that you can be sitting next to and agreeing with everything this supporter says or that supporter says and not even know without understanding what that person's values are in life or morals or whatever it is that they stand for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It usually comes down to like a few differences people get hung up on, and like my outlook on it is like I don't care if someone votes different than me. It's like like we need to be comfortable talking about our views on it for sure, so we can like solve problems collectively.
Exactly.
But I mean, you should be voting on your best interest. Like I'm not going to go vote predicated on an abortion topic because honestly, like I don't give a fuck about that topic. Like,
Exactly. That's not my concern. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not really my concern.
Like my pain point is like keep the money good.
Keep
like
the
I'm
money
running the
good,
business. I want you to fuck with small businesses.
And that's what most people that I know they want. I'm like, bro, when Weston when he was in office, I was like, bro, I feel like I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna lie. When Trump was in office, boy, I was balling.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
Had some change in my pocket.
Bro, I was like,
I got some walking around money.
That's how it is though.
A little walking around money.
I was like, hold on, bro, my bank account don't look like.
and then you look at
too good.
You look at the longevity, and it's like, do we really want people in there that are sending our tax dollars to fucking Ukraine? Whenever BlackRock, State Street, and these big
That
Vanguard.
shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, bro, y'all sending billions, not 100.
But you realize why they do that is because BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard own the rights for the rebuilding of Ukraine. Yeah. So when they go in and give our tax dollars to them, it just goes straight back to the people that
Funnels it back to
the people in control. So it's like
that's that bullshit, bro. And that's what I say when I come back. Like I said, I don't care who it is. When it's for the people, that's like, I know it's almost like some throwback shit or like what the Black Panthers say, power for the people. It's supposed to be for everybody, everybody. It's supposed to be like everybody supposed to be on, everybody supposed to be getting rich, everybody supposed to be getting money. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be 1,000 motherfucking homeless people in downtown Dallas. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just can't get on. It's I didn't see at my job alone, they done had 3 layoffs. Motherfuckers been at their job for 20 some years.
Right.
Like, bro, how the fuck y'all laying motherfuckers out just been here 20 years?
They'll get you right
your
up out
job
of
ain't
there.
even
Right
ain't
up
even
out of
secure.
there.
Right up out of there.
Get you right up out of there, they don't give a damn. So now I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck about none of these jobs either, because they'll fire your ass and put a robot behind your ass.
That conversation within itself. I have to tell people daily, like you're
just a pawn to them.
You have to work like you can lose your job tomorrow. If you're not working like that, then you wasting your time. Essentially, if you're working for these big corporations that see you as a number or as an ID number, employee number, that's who you are. They don't know your fucking name.
Well, and that's the crazy shit is like when people talk about starting your own business and it's being risky, like it is risky. It's very risky. But like, is it as risky as the 9 to 5?
Hell no.
You know, like that's almost more to be taken away.
Did y'all see the shit where old girl had got shot in New Orleans and she worked for Amazon? She worked for Amazon and she called in. They were showing she called in and she was like, well, they trying to tell me I couldn't take off. Told her she couldn't take out the work. She had to be back at the work. I'm like, bro, she was in the whole shit in New Orleans. He got shot. They told her she had to come to work. Bro. But then she said the corporate had ended up calling her ass again because I knew they was gonna get their ass sued. They knew it would have been bad. People would have found that out and be like, hold on, bro, you would let this woman that was in the shit in New Orleans and just got shot? You trying to make her come to work?
Yes.
The next day, like you trying to make this woman come to work, bro?
That's crazy. It's a policy thing, bro. It's not about you. Like, what does the policy say? Yeah. That's probably the main thing I've learned from working in corporate America.
Oh, they'll use that policy on your ass real quick.
I use it daily.
And the reason why I say I use it, and policy's wrong as fuck.
I use it daily, bro, because that's the only out. Because none of the shit makes sense, right? And so when somebody asks me a question like, "Hey, why is this way?" It's based on the policy, bro. I can't. This is what they want us to do.
That shit is on me.
I tell people that all the time. I want to speak to a manager. Cool. I get on the phone. What can I do for you? I need you to do this for me. I can't. Well, why not? It's because it's not in the policy, right? It's not.
Right.
And I'm like, you can't call fucking your light company and tell them I can't pay you what you gonna do, but I don't cut your shit off. That's what their policy is. You see what I'm saying? So I just think it's a matter of knowing what you in it for. And also, like, when you working for these companies, you should be working towards getting something of your own. Like, if that's what you're into.
Not getting comfortable in that.
Right. Don't get comfortable, bro. Yeah, bro. Right. Build on your own. What else do we got, bro? We just about at the time. I'm trying to think anything else that I have that we don't.
We can talk about the Tesla blowing up at the Trump Tower.
How do you feel about that?
So, I mean, obviously that's like, I think it's fucking hilarious because, well, obviously, like, not that anyone got injured and everything.
So let's clarify that part.
Yeah. I hope everyone's safe. But the funny part about it is, like, whoever like set that up is a fucking idiot because they literally they put it in a Cybertruck. So whenever it pulled up, the Cybertruck's like bulletproof. So it didn't really do shit.
It didn't do nothing. Yeah.
It's like when you put a firecracker in a can.
Right. So right back to what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Then that with the NOLA stuff that y'all are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that whole shit was just crazy in its own.
Yeah, I see something about how they say, like, with a lot of these individuals doing a lot of this shit, especially those that serve time in the military, they said that they're more susceptible to be, influenced by like ISIS and shit like that, because that's what both of them were kind of.
Yeah, well, and he was a realtor too. Usually, that's like the last line of defense before you just go and say,
"Get this house,
get this house."
I'm finna blow this Cybertruck up in front of this bitch. I'm finna pop this can in front of your house.
I think it was the NOLA guy that was a realtor, but yeah, I think
all from here.
I think there's going to be more weird shit that happens between now and the inauguration on the 20th.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy, bro. This shit is gonna be live. I'm live in 25.
This is my thing.
This is 2025.
This is my
We
thing
going
about
live.
Trump though. Stop saying this shit with the ISIS shit. This shit is over here.
It's not.
Bro, this shit is right here.
Domestic terror. Just like the guy who killed the guy who killed the CEO from the Blue Cross. What was it?
You know, when he did that shit, it was a change. All of a sudden, Blue Cross put a shit out where all these motherfuckers losing their shit. They changed the whole policy for this shit.
Yeah, I think nowadays, and this is just kind of in America, I see that people will, and this has always been the case. What am I talking about now? If we feel a certain way here in America, we'll go to the furthest extent to prove our point. I think like January the 6th was that thing, you know, them storming the Capitol. Yeah. It was like, we sick of shit. Yeah. We'll run up in this bitch. Like, it's the literal, I'll knock all this shit off the table. Like, this is the country where they will do it. And that goes down to like, unfortunately, the school shootings and things like that, or any mass, anything that happens, I don't know why it happens so much here in comparison to other places, but I just feel like here as a people, we get fed up, and there's a lot of entitlement and certain shit as well.
Fuck them kids, because kids, little boy, why the hell you wouldn't shot all these other kids?
See what I'm saying? But because
you gonna kill everybody, you should have killed your damn self.
Yeah. There's a rhetoric for certain individuals to get their point across, and like once you see that certain people have done it and it's made a certain impact, whether or not it's positive or negative, I can do the same thing to get my point across.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all use the same rhetoric, the same manifesto. They say the same shit before they do it. It's always the same 4 or 5 causes.
Bully, or,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of this.
Or maybe that's just the way they paint them when it happens, and there is something else to be told to it. But that goes back to us trusting what we're told by mainstream media or by the government.
They never release that manifesto.
No, they never do. They just kind of give you excerpts of it for what you exactly.
Put in their own words.
Yeah, man.
That's another way of.
We're still investigating.
Facts.
In a nutshell.
Your mind.
Right.
Because I'm gonna show you, just like Instagram and all these social medias, you know what I'm saying? They gonna show you what I want you to see.
Yep.
I just want them to show me the fucking aliens already. Like, stop hiding the aliens from me. Like, I'm sick of that shit,
I want to see what they look like.
Why the fuck are y'all hiding them? Y'all know they here. And then I heard somebody said the other day that there's 2 different forms of aliens that reside on Earth that don't like each other.
What?
So it's a whole alien war going on and we don't know. Like, tell me, bro.
It's a war going on outside, my nigga. Nothing to say from.
Why
the fuck I can't know, bro? Like, why y'all keeping this shit such a secret?
Because what if some shit pop off and I'm right there and I don't know?
Shit,
I'm just motherfucking evolve and I'm just like, what the fuck?
What did this come from? He gonna turn it to me real quick and get me caught up in some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to go to Whataburger, my nigga. And some shit went left.
They do that shit. They don't want you to know about even whether aliens is real or fake. If you believe, if you actually see some real shit come there and you be like, God damn, bro, what the fuck is this? Oh, this some real shit. A lot of people with believes in religion and all that shit, they gonna second thought that shit. We're like, well, shit, he don't believe in Jesus Christ or Muhammad or none of this shit. Where the fuck he come from?
Right.
He ain't from this motherfucking planet. That's some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
That's
right
a whole other episode, my nigga.
Listen, say, what God do you serve? Which is your God?
What do you believe in?
If you're not from this planet, what God do you serve? You know what I'm saying?
So if I come to motherfucker from 3 galaxies away, yeah, and then motherfucker, we put y'all, them motherfucker and say like, well, we put y'all asses here. What you mean? Then you looking like, well, wait a minute. I typically no, let me shut.
This is in-depth arguments with aliens that I don't know nothing about. That I don't know that's even gonna happen. This is
let them cook, bro. Let them cook.
I'm letting them cook. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there.
To me, religion is man-made. That's a man-made. That's man-made. I don't give a damn what nobody say and nobody won't think.
Let's talk about it. Why do you think that?
What you mean?
Why do you think it's man-made?
Because ain't no motherfucking God told y'all to write this, to put this in no book. You wrote this shit down yourself about your thoughts. That's like
sure.
I'm not knocking I ain't knocking nobody religion. Believe what you want to believe. Whatever make you a better person. Do what you do.
Yeah, I'm not offended.
You know what I'm saying? But I look at like say Muslims. No motherfucker wrote in there something about you can have 7 wives. That's a man wrote that shit.
Yeah,
a man wrote that. I want to fuck 7 bitches when I go to heaven. Come on, man. Ain't no God wrote that shit.
My boy went on a Muslim.
You know that's just like when it comes. That's like when people
be targets, dog.
When people be knocking off, when people, okay, I believe in African spirituality or whatever I believe in, people be like, oh, that's some devil worshiping shit.
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, you talking about drinking blood and eating flesh. So what the fuck you talking about?
So what's the difference?
Yeah. Oh no, I look at all religions as fucking cults. All of them. I don't get them. Whatever.
I think there's like some truth to that. Like I don't totally disagree. I think that I don't know. Do you believe that like there are certain people that maybe have a closer relationship to God that might convey a message more than somebody that's just
like the pastor?
No, not necessarily. I don't want to put labels. Just individuals. Like just
the pastor trying to get some pussy, man. He ain't no motherfucking.
Damn, I don't know, man.
Pastor be trying to get some money and some pussy. He ain't trying to goddamn it.
I don't think they make that much.
Who?
Depending
the
on
pastors.
which one.
I mean, unless you're like Joel Osteen, like.
Shit, I'm gonna take you to my hood. These motherfuckers ride around in Cadillacs. Shit, what you talking about? Joel Osteen, goddamn, he got a whole helicopter. He fly in like a motherfucker. You right. That's God right there. That's Jesus right there. He done flown in a whole helicopter on your ass. Man, come on, man.
Jesus, we figured it out. That's what it is.
Yeah, right in. Private jet now.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I ain't a Buddha, all that shit. I mean, I ain't knocking it. Some people believe in whatever you believe in. You make you a better person.
No, I think like whatever you believe in, just whatever works for you. I would never try to push.
Shit.
I never try to push my beliefs on other people, and that's where people lose me in Christianity. Right. I personally, I'm a believer, but like I would never want to like be the guy that's like, and I'm not perfect either. Like you know, I'm not. I think everybody's just kind of on their own path, and as long as you're striving to like grow and do better, and that.
And I feel like with all that shit, and I ain't knocking your shit, I'm just being white 100 because we talking about the podcast.
No, be real.
White folks push that shit on black people, on Christianity, on black people. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't our shit.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't
y'all
ours.
Motherfuckers brought us over and whooped our ass and made us believe in that shit.
So here's the Bible. There it is.
Like,
but that was even in the story of like 12 years a slave. If you're not even if you're not into your history,
they put the shit in movies and show it to you.
They made it clear.
When black people talking to me, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up talking to me. Bro.
No, they made it clear that they used the Bible.
They show your ass like, bro, this is what we did to you
to influence black people to be slaves.
Made you believe in this shit.
Well, they used religion.
Put your ass behind religion.
No, they used religion to make black people understand that they needed to be slaves because of the scriptures that related to that.
That my whole the reason I stick to it is because the whole point of the Bible, like when you get to the tail end of it and it talks about like the New Testament and Jesus coming, is he's turning the tables on people who manipulated religion to like enslave people and used it to make money and profits.
I'm sorry, bro. Black folks still at the bottom. He ain't got y'all ass yet.
He said he got to his yet.
He ain't got to them yet.
But my whole point is I think it's just the relationship and not necessarily like I'm Weston Kirk and I'm a Christian. You know, it's like how's your relationship and how is that?
Your personal relationship is cool.
Yeah,
everybody have a personal relationship with whoever they believe in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We just talking, just being 100. We just talking as man having a conversation.
Yeah,
a live conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's just how I be looking at it. Like, man, this for shit. I ain't even mad. I'm more mad at my own goddamn people.
Do you have any like philosophies or kind of mentalities that help you that like, you know, how other people would maybe use religion?
What you mean?
Like, is there any, I don't know, like code? I mean, I know it's not like religion, but is there any, do you follow any mentalities or like philosophies or like, what is your reference point for that guides the values? I'm
not an atheist. I grew up a Christian pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 40. I grew up a Christian. You
don't look. You're 40.
Yeah.
You don't look it at all.
My mama used to keep my ass in church on Wednesdays, Sundays, Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I grew up in the church, but I always asked questions.
Yeah.
But I always had these thoughts when I was growing up as a kid. Even though I'm going to church every day. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, hold on, bro. This don't make no sense.
Yeah.
This not like.
Not only that, I didn't like the forced aspect of it.
And then you trying to force this shit on me.
I never liked that.
Well, yeah, and to me, like if you're an individual that is forcing your beliefs onto other people, that just tells me you're not convicted enough yourself, and you need other people for the validation of the belief.
You're fighting for validation.
Yeah, and that's my thing with religion. If your shit is so this and it's so popping, why do you have to force it on another motherfucker to believe in it?
Because a lot of people believe that, and that's the big thing about church. Like people believe, like to be religious, you have to go to church.
You gotta go to church.
Yeah. No, but
my granny used to wake up on every Sunday and read her home Bible. And she told me how to math. She said she stopped going to church when she went to the hospital, and she used to give her money to church every Sunday. Put her money on a Wednesday.
I didn't give her shit back. No, that was
she went to the hospital. They didn't give her a card and say how you doing or nothing. She said I stopped fucking with that.
No, if you look into it. If you look into it though, honestly and truly, because like I tell people all the time, my mother's a Jehovah's Witness, and so that's a whole different form of religion that people don't even even take the time to get to know about. But there's shit that has to do with them that I just look and be like, oh no. And so I think as you go along in life, a lot of people go with what they relate to, or maybe they use experiences to get them out of things, and maybe there was a word in a book that got them, or a pamphlet from somebody that may have led them to get to this.
And I ain't gonna knock it. Like I said, I was in church my whole life.
Oh yeah, so it's not for me. Definitely, I agree with that sentiment. I think my belief is more so in what I believe in general. Do I believe there's a higher power? Yes. Do I identify with a certain religion? No, I just don't.
I feel like if you lead your life, you know wrong from right.
Yeah, your moral compass shouldn't be based on religion.
I agree, and I think life is supposed to be lived, and you should learn these things through experience, and not read a book and live in a shelter.
You know you ain't supposed to kill nobody. You know you ain't supposed to hurt nobody.
But if you do need a reference point, I'm not mad at that. If that's it, I'm not mad at that. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I look at it.
It just depends how you use it. You know, like some people are going to use it to like justify bad decisions and feel better to sleep at night. Some people are going to use it because it's like, I really want to turn my life around and develop this relationship. And
so they go into that, but you can do that on your own.
Yeah. But then there's certain people in that religion, they use it as a weapon, or they weaponize it and use it against you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of, weave your way in and out of those things, man. But definitely a deep conversation. Yeah. We can talk about this shit all day. I'm about to run out of space over here. So before it cuts, man, let people know where they can follow you, Weston, the podcast name and all of that, my brother.
Podcast Happy Hour with Weston. You can just search Weston Kirk, WestonKirk on YouTube. You'll see it pop up. Instagram, Weston Kirk RE. I've got a few, but that's mostly where I post. So.
And if you look at his shit, you'll see me, you'll see him on ours anyway. This ain't our first foray, and you'll see him on here again. So,
thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh, no doubt, man, no doubt.
Yes,
we got a special guest in the building too, man. He coming to check shit out. So hopefully we can get my man in the media game and get his shit together, man. Whenever he's ready to pop out and let people know who he is, we'll definitely be here to help him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate everybody for watching, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yo.